Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jackets?
A poet could write a dozen verses and still, you should still take it. The smell. It's awful and familiar. Don't you recognize it? That hideous something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his... There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. 2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness. Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it. It's no older than a day. A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his half of his body has slipped between the cracked...
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is...
Another dead body. This is your... Calm now. Carefully. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and you find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine or 1.5 of spirits. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you? Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to... He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole. A .75 liter Tallulah. It's mid-market spirits with a...
Tear all around us.
Rybowski spearmint chewing gum. The blackness of death. Stench.
He ate the whole pack, right? I've seen it before. Almost...
The entire boardwalk.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this, but that's just a lazy assumption.
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad.
We do know that he was married. But you're right. Let's not run ahead. Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive. What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place. No, I don't see anything that points in the...
Yes, but what if there's a killer on the loose? Two suspicious deaths in such a short time frame.
A sequence killer? There's nothing that connects those two bodies. This is a completely different case. An accident. It's possible, but let's take it step by step. We still haven't identified the man. Oh yes. Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have... But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure. They'll seal this place off after the news reach. Not that sealing it off would keep... It does seem to be a pretty straight... From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle. Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from...
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound. It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. It occurs to you that you're not Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck. What? No. Then it'll just be on your pants. This is it. There's some tear. A man lied.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Trond Heilerstein. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, hypertext. Young cop and...
He's just making up fancy words. This...
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall. No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into Worms lately. But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West. Aha! But it's not just any empty old building. What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Felt's R&D. It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its...
Apologies, it's an acronym for READ. You're probably more familiar with...
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a Midway Electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago, after an aggressive move to Revachol. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve. Or should I say, they were developing an ace up their sleeve? I'm mixing my metaphors here. It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer. An elegant folding mechanism of roller, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants. Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D. Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel.
A pleasure wheel?
Perhaps reminded of a child.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans. Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers, they used them for military communications. What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a lot. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in Worms to be paying any attention. Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer... 10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at...
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Joost?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator... In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the...
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Even one would be very useful. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All three. But of course, what else? I do have some money, yes, but that's not.
He's not gonna give you money. What are you doing? Clearly you were just profiling.
Of course, Detective, I wouldn't have assumed anything else. Matter of fact, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the Vesper. If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and tricks, then just for theoretical. Sure, what's on your mind? But of course, no thanks to you for having.
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make it. A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You hear the tone. The machine. Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre? So nice of you to find the time to call me. Are you sure you're...
Her voice is drowned in... You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant gets... Calling. Still calling. Again? Seriously, someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity.
No, but I got a feeling out.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect. Calling. 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 Still calling. Still calling.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work. Testis. Hey!
Disconnect. Calling.
I'm tired. There is nothing.
The man. You do not hear the customer. Seems like it did not have time. Lucky you. The call went too... You close your eyes and feel your finger move, followed by still call. Still Time. What were you? Home? His own heart.
Here we go. Nice and easy.
There's a cylinder on the ground.
Who's there? Oh, the police.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it. To what do I owe the pleasure? Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the A81. Oh, good. We should really...
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon!
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the Phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going. Well, good question. Being a Phasmid, and I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators or scientists in our present case. It's my hypothesis that but I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolve, without studying a live specimen. I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of
Seems puny, to be honest.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much... Even simply catching a glimpse
Would be glory.
very little, I'm sorry to say. Not yet.
Just out of curiosity.
I know it's real. By which I mean, I've heard enough firsthand. Yes, the most recent sight. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. I have to resist the thought. Such an Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions. Yes, in Celindian Phasmid. Well, yes. Simple. Attract, at least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the locusts.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts.
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and
Yes. What? By Womack. My wife understands that.
Come on, Morale. We've been...
And leave the traps?
Come on. She wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here.
Of course it's important to her. Yes. That's suffice to say.
His spirit may be willing, but his body might be too old to endure the rigors.
No, no, no.
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer. Well, be that as it may, bring it to me at once. There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula. Another we set in Land's End. The third is set near the canal. You should check at least one of those
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular? Is it?
That's highly unlikely, officer. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone... Wise choice.
This is the smell of dust.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister.
It is precious.
Right. Which means...
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men are exhausted.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you...
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital?
I've just always liked... It's not child's play. Real. Indeed.
Your nerve endings tell you there is no...
Agreed. Yet there is... No. As I said, everything from forgotten
He's interested in things.
Most establishment scientists... No. Very few of the list of cryptids kept by the crypt... 2 are categorized. Yes. The Chateau Quan. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. Indeed.
The hair on your arms.
Yes?
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Locusts are crawling.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down. 3 to go. Surely. Anyway.
Behind you, the ruin. When this district was... A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking. A long time has passed since the moment of this feud. The abundance of bullet holes leads to a host of men, probably in everyday. They stand, facing the wall. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats. The commandant, the one who gives the order.
I don't know. I don't know who died here. Lined up. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalists.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Vel?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the one. To be honest, if a coalition member was...
A cold sea wind blows away the figures. This is the trap. This trap is all
Another empty trap. Yep. The next one has a...
the reeds. The later it gets. Winter, slow to let go of Revachol. Flecks some more wet snow from above. The snow falls lazily, making... And to think, it seemed as though the melting snow seeps through more winding coastlines. The waters turn black, cold no more. The cold below the old mine, where the Philippian kings, children under 14, after Rubius, Melchior, 2 kilometers underground, in a winding shaft, the mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold, and that special, purest of the pure. Did someone say untold quantities of cocaine? Drop everything immediately and go looking for this hoard. Few Patira return from the shafts. Even fewer find all around her white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces and on the weather-worn shacks where fathers beat their sons after drinking. The snow melts on your fingers, turning to water. The canal you crossed to get here and beyond it. Martinez, someone is scraping snow off their windshield. Like all monuments, it's also a warning. A fenced-off yard, the clean white light, the abandoned church, one of 2, a serpentine strip of land weaving its way into the Martinez. The remains of a camp on a jagged piece of rock, a tent. Further out, the lights burn bright on Resurrection. The remains of a camp on a jagged further out, the lights burn bright. Then there's Ozon, but the snow falls too thick. You cannot see that far. The Bay of Revachol, vastness, and at the farthest reach, the raised motorway, 881, separating Martinez from Jamrock. Vehicles whoosh past one another. Was once a park, a place for reflection and recuperation for the pox is completely wild now. Heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in a line of motor garages with arms around you. The snow continues to fall. To the west, the ocean swells. The stairs descend to central Jamrock. A man named Cooklove. Snow falls on the utility district, the library, the florist. All of this built around a lake that formed in a meteorite strike. At the center of this lake, there is a little ship. There are lights. A chill comes over you, crawling down your back. More coalition aerostatics. Occasionally, lights layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with... Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe under the board.
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up. Yes?
No response. He just arches his brow. A moment passes. The worn and beaten wooden...
We can...
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail! Abigail.
Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life.
Don't call Abigail!
The man hiccups, then mumbles something. He snorts and beckons you to leave.
Don't call Abigail! Don't.
There's no use in yelling at drunks.
The drunk man, he does not sound well at all.
Don't!
There was little chance he'd be...
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. So what's happening? Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding? I know what you mean. Sitting around with these bums, things aren't going super well.
It is doom spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
We are saving...
Please!
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking... So now, it's a pirate's life for me. It's you. We've met before. Don't you remember? Maybe. You look like you want to know how Tequila Suns... Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. You got here on Friday. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer.
It is. Oh yeah. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, one moment we hear the sound of naturally loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you would. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our Bruce.
3 men are standing on a wooden platform extending out from the shore.
What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. The time hath come! So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time. The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things! Yeah, looms.
Your hands cramp on the steering.
We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited...
What else was there to do?
We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on. Yeah, I agree. Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to... How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them...
Wow, that's quite...
Yeah, I bet Tequila...
If you only knew.
Beside your gun and your badge? In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? You were pretty vague about it.
No one's fucked me.
Abigail!
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. You too.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy? So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by... Bottoms up, Captain. My kind of guy. Here you go, friend. Hi, by amphetamine I mean speed. Sure did, buddy boy. That's what... Aye. Good, my man. Now what can I offer you? In the civilized...
it is. A brave little army in your... You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A drop in temperature, an easy flow there, an empty street, chemically sweetened. Across the road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a tub warm with water. Number 312D. Craters pocked the surface. The wind moves.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea? That's great. And
Sire, she doth not believe it wasn't you.
police business. I understand.
The door has seen better.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your newly... After we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it. The bed is comforting. This trap's not too hard. Nothing but...
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done. Of course. Noted.
The reeds bent. The constant. This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes. Looks like they were here a while. Judging from all the bottles.
Looks like it. Hey, let's keep...
Somehow,
Hello, hello. Let me know. Sure, let me have a look. Alright. Oh no, besides.
It feels like he would have accepted the risk if he hoped to profit from it. It's not greed, though. Deep down, he's a gambler.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Oh, no. I don't. Photic paths. Count.
You have absolutely no idea.
Another time.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Still here. Stuck it. Nope. Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do.
Yup. Nothing.
You could also check the kiosk.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Can I help you? I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a long, healthy back to the village, then back.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased.
Oh, I'd be delighted.
One cryptid, not a couple.
He nods, and as cryptids. Ooh, tough choice.
That would be the giant of The giant lives, Mirage. No one knows for the towering loom.
Who here? No.
That's what makes it so. There are limits, you see.
Gravity anomaly.
Hey, you promised you'd...
The lieutenant pauses. Thought.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Well, the smallest cryptid is the Cryobacter catlensis. The bacteria Michanu disappeared shortly after. Yes, the bacteria had
It's actually a little hard to see.
Yes, and she's quite mad too. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the gnome of. Oh yes, not. It was reportedly. A couple of campers found it. It still took the gnome of.
If the body of the creature was found.
Alas, the first scientist who got instead all the venom.
Alas, always alas.
I understand your What an interesting question.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone. Okay, I want.
It's the Col de Mama d'Aqua.
Col de Mama d'Aqua can also be translated as a whisper.
Yes, that's another although the low part is.
Fine, I'll bite. How can
Many scientists have asked this. It could be.
Maybe it's predatory.
It's not. Don't worry.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Plenty. It's when playing back the scientists soon discovered they could track and even they realized that they had discovered. They grew quite obsessed. Sequester, time, Joss Cat. That is a sad story. A group of you, they tried to communicate with it and had no.
They cancel each other out.
Exactly. And these. After that, the corpuscle appears.
Of course. A common thread indeed.
I'm glad you did, dear. What about what? Of course, dear. Goodness, how is he? Did he?
He's fine, ma'am. As we had.
Oh, yes. That's. But I am so relieved.
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there.
Oh, you don't want to hear about.
Reflexively.
Well, it would. I'm the strangest moment.
She had no fear.
I didn't know this can happen, so I tried, but I ran back home to my. For years, it was a story I told. We were on our first date when I told him.
So that's how they met.
Our first. Yes. Not all of them, as far as I remember. It's hard to say how big things are. Of course. So how did I know what to imagine? You trying to tell us you...
I thought it was a wonderful story, ma'am.
You're welcome, sweetie.
You know,
Of course, officers. Of course.
You see, a heavy steel. The door doesn't. You're right. The door is closed. The door is still. The lieutenant gives you. You should punch a fucking hole in it. You hear the murmur of blood in your ears. This door, as you hold.
What do you see? What do I think? A mob of people. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle.
Indeed. They...
So far, so good.
Of course. There were 8.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I doubt the Hardys are going...
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. Here, pig. We're falling now. For Kuno could already see you soaring through the air.
Money debt doesn't mean anything.
Kuno doesn't...
Well, hello. Light reflect. Wow. The gods. There's a satisfying pop as the cork jumps out. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentence. He watches you melt down stoically. From nothing you can... Cop gives up.
Kuno's like... Here, pig. Kuno could...
Money debt doesn't mean...
Kuno doesn't...
What do you see?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right and then accelerated straight into the fence. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was giving us directions to the yard. Well, you did provide us with a...
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Again.
Good one, Titus.
Are you deaf? Do you think...
A trick question. Don't.
Who do you fucking think does?
It wasn't a question. This asshole is worse than...
I think you got your answer, Miss...
Yes, there are some administrative differences. Are you deaf? Do you think...
A trick question. Don't.
That's for the... what you...
No. We'll stay here.
How many people...
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
Rest assured. How many people...
Or send them to Reunion to rot. Oh, so you are just a simple...
So is hanging a man.
Are you deaf? Do you think...
A trick question.
Who do you fucking think does? You keep him the
When Titus Hardy says he runs, are you there? Do you?
A trick question.
Who do you fucking think does?
The sweaty man turns.
It's not the.
I think.
Yes, there are some Are you there? Do you think?
A trick question.
That's for the what you can.
No, no. We'll stay.
How many people have you sent?
Or send them to Reunion to rot.
But you see.
Are you deaf? Do you think you could?
A trick question.
Who do you fucking think does?
Theo's a great.
I think.
Yes, there are. Are you deaf? Do you think?
A trick question.
That's for what you.
No, no.
Are you there? Do you?
A trick question.
That's what you.
No, no.
Are you there? Do you think?
A trick question.
Who do you fucking think does?
Titus, no one was thinking
that there's any question.
No. 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 Fuck!
Disregard the outburst, officer. You don't have to keep.
I know, Lizzie. Why not? How many people?
Or send them to Reunion.
But you see. How many people have you sent?
Or send them to Reunion to rot.
Rest assured.
Are you deaf? Do you think?
A trick question.
Who do you fuck?
That's.
I think.
No.
About fucking time.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Of course, Detective. You could...
Give me a moment.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Attaboy, the... A plaster cast. A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An This door is made of metal. No one.
Let's go.
No one.
Let's go.
compatriote.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I... One moment. Can you please describe the body?
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he...
Any signs of violence? A sequence killer. Are you suggesting...
No, we are not. It looked like a simple accident to me, Alice.
No field autopsy necessary. What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes? Any information on the library?
You can hear her so unprepared.
Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else? I have assigned the case. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you? Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in... It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie. So, it's the most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able...
Armor like this isn't mass-produced. It would have probably been fitted. Perhaps there's a record of who signed for this particular suit of...
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to serve private sector. So, call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information. Not yet, but I was able to convince the database people to serve private sector information. They promised to get back to me by tomorrow morning. Do you have any other questions? Right.
10-4, come in. Firework. 10-4, sir. Glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
Feels good to get that off your chest, right? Celebration with beer?
Roger that. 10-10, over.